Initially, we started out with a technology. Myself being a technologist, being an engineer, and I was the one who founded the company based on my master's thesis. So we started out with a core technology, which we thought would be useful and interesting and advanced, and be able to solve some problems. So basically what we did was that we started to go out in the market and figure out, so what problem exactly should we be solving here? And we did that by contacting, since we are in Denmark, in Medicon Valley, we thought that the pharmaceutical industry or the life sciences industry would be the most relevant to start out with. Our technology is focused on text analysis and document analysis, and this is an industry or a market that has a lot of documentation basically, and where it has a major role, a major influence on everyday operations and strategic developments as well. So we started out by approaching some of the large pharmaceutical companies in Denmark and presenting them to our technology, our idea. And that took a couple of spins around the block basically to kind of get it to a level, being able to present it in a way that they could actually relate to it. And that led to us doing two research projects or pilot projects with two different pharmaceutical companies in Denmark, and that was in 2005, during 2005. And after going through these pilot projects, we slowly came to realize that our approach of trying to build an enterprise system, a system for use in the entire organization, was difficult at best and not really what was needed out there. We were working with search at that point, searching in documents and working with documents on that level. And actually our realization was that there are a lot of really good search systems out there. And in order to even come close to these, you would need the core technology as a very, very small part of it. But all the integration that goes around the core technology, which is a lot of work in itself, would be needed as well. So we quickly realized that was not a doable approach. That was not the way to do things. So after coming to that realization, we spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out what other problem would we actually approach. We now had a lot of experience with this life sciences industry, but we were trying to find what exactly could we help, what could we apply our technology, what problem could we apply to and help them solve. And working with all these potential customers or these pilot projects, we had a broad base of interested parties. And at some point, one of these came up to us and said, couldn't you help us solve this problem? Which was in a complete different range of what we've been working on so far. And we said, well, we'll have to think about that for a little bit. So we went home, back to the drawing board, and took our technology and turned it upside down, basically. Took everything we'd done and shook it around a bit, and then flipped it. And doing that, we realized that, yes, we could actually solve this problem, and we could do it in a very innovative and also effective way, an optimal way. And that led us to redefine the entire organization. And that happened in November, December 2005, and by January, beginning of January 2006, we had this whole new concept that we were focused on and working with and getting feedback on. And that's what's led to the product Siosphere today. Well, everything is different from the old model. Initially, we were working with an enterprise sort of system, trying to help the entire organization out with some overall issues. And what we are doing now is actually we've turned it into a more personal tool, a tool for the individual researcher to help him read all of the materials he has to read. A typical researcher going into a new research project could have 2,000 journal articles that he has to process, or 500 patents, or even 1,400 patents. And that's a lot of reading, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And basically what we decided to do, or what we were helped into realizing we should be doing, was take this process and make it a lot easier for these people using our technology. And this also had some other effects, in the sense that before working with an enterprise system, we had to talk to the IT department, we had to integrate with a lot of systems, etc., etc. Now we had all of a sudden a personal tool, and that opened up for a whole other distribution channel for us, namely, i.e. the online or the internet-based solution. And seeing some trends in the market, speaking with some of these venture capitalists that we've been talking about from day one, we could sort of see that there was a trend towards more internet-based solutions. We also heard it from our customers directly saying, if we can avoid it, we don't want the IT department. I mean, if we can avoid that, we don't want it. So we actually started working on this internet-based solution instead, and that's where it's taken us, or how we've gone in that direction. Seeing that we're working with an internet service now, or an application, internet application, we also decided to change our licensing model. Again, based on the input we had from venture capitalists, we recognized that one of the things they were continuously asking for was the stream revenue. In order to have a business model that scales, you need something that can make larger revenue without putting in more human effort, basically. And an enterprise system with consultancy hours and fees and large startup fees is not scalable, whereas an internet-based solution is scalable. So we also changed the licensing model into a subscription-based fee. So basically right now it's a yearly subscription. It's not set in stone. We are still customizing to different industries and different budgets, trying to make it not a strategic decision, but make it actually a department head or even the individual researcher that can make the decision, making the sales cycle a lot easier, a lot simpler.